Welcome back, class. Today we are going to start the second part of your chapter, pronoun. In the earlier part, we had discussed about what pronoun is. We learned about the various kinds of pronoun, and we discussed about what personal, possessive and reflexive pronoun is. And in today's class, we will be discussing the leftover pronouns. Okay. So for today's class, your first pronoun is emphatic pronoun. What is emphatic pronoun? A pronoun used for conveying emphasis is called emphatic pronoun. Used for conveying emphasis. Emphasis means stress. It is used to give a stress. Okay. For example, Jatin himself bakes all the bread. Mother herself stitches her dress. So, if we relate back to our previous class, we have read about reflexive pronoun. So there is a similarity as well as a difference between your reflexive pronoun and your emphatic pronoun. What is the similarity? Similarity is reflexive pronoun uses the self pronoun. Reflexive pronoun also uses self as well as your emphatic pronoun. Reflexive pronoun also uses himself, herself, myself, themselves. Similarly, emphatic pronoun also uses himself, herself, themselves, whatever. Okay. But the difference where lies how to differentiate between which one is your reflexive pronoun and which one is your emphatic pronoun. Reflexive pronoun, in case of reflexive pronouns answer the question why. Whom. Answers the question whom. And emphatic pronoun only gives a stress. Only gives a stress. For example, I can say, she locked herself in a room. She locked herself in a room. Whom did she lock? Whom did she lock? She locked herself. She locked herself. So herself in this case becomes your emphatic pronoun. Herself becomes emphatic pronoun. See, I am making it easier for you. I am writing over here to show you the difference. Okay. This is your reflexive. She locked herself in a room. Okay. Now the question comes, whom? Answer is herself. Answer is herself. Here I am not putting any kind of stress. Here I am not putting any kind of stress. The reflexive pronoun is just used where the action of the subject reflects back. Action, this action is reflecting back upon the subject. Action is reflecting back upon the subject. But in emphatic pronoun, a stress is given. A stress is given. Like, Jatin himself bakes all the bread. Jatin himself bakes all the bread. Himself. This himself is used to put a stress, is used to put an emphasis that nobody helped Jatin. Jatin baked all the bread all by himself. Okay. So this is the difference between emphatic pronoun and reflexive pronoun. In reflexive pronoun, you will get a question whom, but in emphatic pronoun, you will get no such question. Okay. Next, interrogative pronoun. Next is your interrogative pronoun. Words which substitute for nouns and ask questions are called interrogative pronoun. Which substitutes the noun in your sentence and are replaced by the WH words to ask question becomes your interrogative pronoun. For example, who told you that? Who told you that? We can write this as he told you. He told me to do that. This is the answer. So I am replacing this word or this pronoun or just here is the said noun. I'm just saying Rohan. Rohan told you to do that. Okay. So I am just removing this word Rohan by who. this noun Rohan by who? So this becomes your interrogative pronoun. This becomes your interrogative pronoun. Okay. Next, see, demonstrative pronoun. Next is your demonstrative pronoun. A demonstrative pronoun is used for pointing out the object or objects to which it refers. Demonstration. The word demonstrative pronoun comes from the word demonstration. Demonstrating means to refer at something, to refer or to point at an object or refer to a object. Okay. This is a costly book. These are my favorite songs. Those are his clothes. That is Raina's house. So this, these, that, those are my demonstrative pronoun. Are my demonstrative pronoun. Okay. So this and that is used for singular. This and that are used for singular objects. These and those are used for, these and that are used for your plural object. Okay. One more thing. This and these. This and these are used for objects that are at near. That are at near. And that and those for farther objects. These two are for nearer objects. These two are for farther objects. Okay. Now let's come to demonstrative pronoun and demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative pronoun and demonstrative adjective. This is a bit tricky. So in this portion, pay attention. Okay. First, see the difference between pronoun and adjective. Then I will be first pay attention to what is pronoun and what is adjective, and then I will be explaining what is demonstrative pronoun and demonstrative adjective. Pronoun means the word which replaces noun. Pronoun means the word which replaces noun. Okay. Pronoun replaces nouns. Adjective describes noun. This is replacing noun, means doing the work of noun. Pronoun means doing the work of noun. Adjective means describing the noun. Okay. So what is the difference between demonstrative pronoun? Demonstrative pronoun means the word this, that, these, those will be acting as noun. Will be acting as noun. And demonstrative adjective means will be describing the noun. Will be describing the noun. So this is my house, this house is mine. In these two sentences, the first sentence, the this in first sentence is demonstrative pronoun. Is demonstrative pronoun. For it is replacing the noun house. For it is replacing the noun house. And this is used as a adjective. Is used as a adjective because it is qualifying. It is describing the house. It is qualifying the noun house. One more thing. After demonstrative pronoun, how to understand which one is your demonstrative pronoun and demonstrative adjective? If you find these 4 words, if you find any kind of noun after these 4 words, if you find any kind of noun, that becomes your adjective. If you don't find any noun, that is your pronoun. See, this is my house. So the next word, the consecutive word this is not a noun. So definitely this is your demonstrative pronoun. But in the second sentence, just after the word this, we have a noun house. So this becomes my adjective. Okay. So I leave this class up to this. In your next part, we will be completing your chapter, hopefully. So till then, revise what is emphatic noun, understand the difference between reflexive noun and emphatic pronoun. So reflexive pronoun and emphatic pronoun. And do understand what demonstrative pronoun is. Go through this and see what is the difference between demonstrative pronoun and demonstrative adjective. So till then, revise your chapter, and we will be starting the next part in your next class. Stay home, stay happy, and stay safe.